Good morning, everyone. I am Councilmember Meister, and I'm here to welcome you. I also want to acknowledge my colleague, Councilmember Danny Hang, if he'll stand up. We are also lucky enough to have some of our wonderful commissioners here. We have our Planning Commissioner, Lynn Hoopengarner. We have, just raise your hand. We have our HPC Commissioner, that's Historic Preservation Commission, in case you don't know, Mark Edwards. We have our Public Facilities and Recreation and Infrastructure, and there's a lot of other letters and words that go with that, Richard Carlis. And if I missed you, I'm sorry, I can't see that well, so wave and... So thank you all for being here. It's a beautiful day, so we appreciate that you're with us, although I will say it's much cooler in here than it is outside. So I want to first thank some people. You've just met Ric Abramson. Ric Abramson is our city architect. He's also the manager of our urban design and architecture studio. And he and his staff, Michael Barker, I think, is here somewhere. We also have some of our planning staff here. We thank all of you for making this happen, because this doesn't just happen. It takes really a village to make this happen. As we strive for successful cities, health and well-being goals have to be front and center. What we learned post-pandemic is that factoring in health and wellness considerations are essential. Today's conversations will highlight some of the specific steps we can take together to foster healthier living at all scales. We have an incredible, distinguished set of speakers lined up, so I'm excited to learn more about how West Hollywood can lead the way going forward. And so I'm going to say, let this program begin. And Ric Abramson, if you'll take over. Thank you. Thank everyone for being here.
Thank you, Councilmember Meister. You know, these programs, we try to produce one symposium a year as a community education, community awareness type of program. And this wouldn't happen without our City Council, who's incredibly supportive of these educational efforts. And I want to acknowledge our mayor, who might be able to join us later, and our council members for their support of these type of programs. It's really important. Also, as Councilmember Meister said, it really is quite an effort to produce this, and we do this as a collaborative effort through what we call our West Hollywood Green Team. And so thanks very much to our Facilities and Field Services, Communications, and current Historic Preservation Planning divisions, WehoTV, and a special thank you to Michael Barker and Dylan Bakar in our Urban Design and Architecture Studio, who worked tirelessly to put this together. So thank you to all. All right, so today more than 4 billion people live in cities, and by 2015 that number is projected to double. As dense urbanized areas continue to expand, it becomes even more critical to ensure that local settings are set up to foster situations in which human beings can be healthy and thrive. What makes a city healthy and well? Perhaps sounding like a simple question on its surface, there's actually a great deal of complexity in trying to uncover all the forces at play in shaping our human experiences and making a city culturally, environmentally, socioeconomically, and even as individuals personally well. When you think about it, looking at modern cities, especially humans, have essentially become an indoor species. It's estimated that whether we're working at home, living at home, in a workplace, that we spend between 80 and 90% of our time indoors in an enclosed space. So how we shape those spaces become really critical going forward. As much as we rightfully focus on green building and environmental criteria like energy performance, building materials, water management, carbon stewardship, and natural resource management, it's also essential that we overlay with equal importance health and wellness perspectives. There's an urgency to take current policies and regulations that focus on doing no harm and complement that with methods that actively implement various means for healthier living. And while there are many overlaps in this discussion, focusing a lens on multiple viewpoints as to how cities, buildings, and living environments can be designed intentionally to promote health and wellness, I think will prove particularly valuable. So today's lineup of presenters are quite distinguished. We're very fortunate. They represent academia, the design profession, and the building industry, and they bring an incredible wealth of knowledge to this discussion. They will be touching on urban design considerations, urban agriculture, designing for emotional and psychological well-being, sustainable construction opportunities, and interestingly, the relationships between brain health and aging in place, which is a kind of very leading edge topic. So the diversity of our speakers will provide a robust setting for conversations moving forward. So thank you so much to today's presenters, several of whom have come a great distance to share their expertise with us. So let's get started with the first speaker.